Something going on with yours. Oh, there it is. All on live. All right, Facebook, we're going to be coming to you very, very shortly in about 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Karen Lewis on the Real Estate Radio. Oh, we are going to have an awesome time. But before we get the show on the road, I want to make sure that you have a number because you are going to want to call in. So make sure you have your pen and paper. Phone number to call in today is 1-888-599-9626. And if you want to call me after the show because you need some real estate information, 954-248-9149. And all my social media is K1 Realty Group. And we're live on my personal Facebook page today. So welcome, Facebook.
Yay,
welcome.
yay.
So before we bring our guest on, here is my co-host. What's up, co-host? I miss you.
I'm glad you missed me.
I did.
Miss you too, Dr. Lewis. Good morning, fans in Facebook. I am Jacqueline Williams with the Real on Real Estate with my fabulous host, Dr. Karen Lewis. You can reach me at 770-256-1080, and that's Jacqueline Sales Homes at gmail.com. And now I'm going to turn it back over to you, Dr. Lewis.
She did say I was fabulous. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Jacqueline, I have to give a shout out today to one of my classmates. And this is where my husband's going to eat dinner at today anyway. So when I leave the radio show, I'm going to pick it up. Grand opening for Harpo's Seafood Trailer. It's at the Chevron gas station, 13715 Northwest 22nd Avenue. It's on the corner. But Jacqueline, here is the menu. Fresh fish, whole or fillet, shrimp, cracked conch, chicken, lobster, conch salad, dressed conch.
I'm hungry already.
I know my guest is probably going to beat me over the conch fritters, pigeon peas and rice, collard greens, coleslaw, mac and cheese, french fries, potato salad,
Stop it.
chicken and pork sauce, and the world most famous berry lemon punch, key lime cake, almond coconut cake. This is what he's having today. Wow. I have to give that address out again. 13715 Northwest 22nd Avenue. That's Harpo's Seafood Trailer. It's at the Chevron gas station. Wow. I'll see you after the show, Thomas. Jacqueline.
Sounds good.
We got to get this show started. What's up?
Okay, we're going to get it started. We're going to go quick because, we have our guest today. So I'm just going to talk about what's going on in the school systems in our community.
What's that?
Okay, so as of Friday, Dade County has 17 now employees of new cases, and the kid cases have moved up as well. So that's 19 schools across Dade County that has cases right now. Wow. And they're not going down, they are on the rise. And Broward, 29 employees, 19 students, and the same thing with the it's 46 sites.
Wow.
It's 46 sites. So, and I'm gonna go back and repeat that. There's 29 employees in altogether in Dade County and 19 students. And in Broward it's 9 teachers and 11 students. That's in the last 30 days, guys. I'm talking 30 days. So at this point, I don't know, COVID is still out there. It's still prevalent in all of our communities. So guys, we're just gonna ask that you stay safe, wear a mask, listen to the CDC. I'm sorry to say, don't listen to anyone else. Listen to the CDC and wear a mask and stay safe, guys. Let's just stay safe. We're open back up and we just want to stay safe and we all want to make money. So maybe with that, I'm turning it back over to you, Dr.
Maybe they should listen to me. Stay home, shut the schools down, and keep it moving. All right, so moving forward. I am ready for my guest to introduce himself, but I always have to tell this story. Well, let me introduce
Tell the
himself.
story. Tell the story.
Tell the story.
Tell the story.
All right.
You know you're going to
Okay.
tell the story,
Okay.
so let's just tell the story.
Okay, so let me just tell the story. Okay, all right, I gotta tell the story. So anyway, so I've been in real estate about 21 years plus. And I remember back then I was in the school system.
Uh-huh.
And that was before I got into real estate. So I was working part-time with my guests. And I remember one day he told me, he said, Karen, he said, you can make more money closing one deal than they pay you a month. And he said that to me. I went to the system. I said, I'll see y'all later. They said, can you wait till the end of the year? I said, no, I'm out of here. I never looked back.
Awesome.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
That's
so, all right,
awesome.
It's on you now.
Wow, you dated me now. 21 years. Wow.
I know.
Yeah,
That's serious.
Well, I'm just delighted. I want to first of all thank you, Dr. Lewis, for having me on the show, and I'm glad to be here with you and Jacqueline today to just share information to people about the real real estate. You know, and just to come on today, it's a blessing. It's these types of things that we have to do that's going to make small wins for our people. And
Yes.
I'm just glad to be here. I'm excited to get into the conversation we're going to talk about today. I'm going to just, flow like we're going to just
flow
have a
with the
good
flow,
conversation
yes.
and just talk about things. But I'm glad to be here. My name is Danny Felton. I am the mortgage expert. I'm a licensed mortgage lender here in South Florida. I've been in the business now for over 2 decades. I won't break the days down.
Typical male. Typical male.
Wait, my mic went up for that.
Been in the business for over 2 decades, and I tell you, the passion that I have right now is the same as it was when I first got into business. I mean, there's no greater feeling to be able to help a person that didn't think that they could be a homeowner.
Yes.
And so to be able to not just, take a person where they are and walk them through that process and help them to realize that home ownership is achievable for each and every one if you are determined, if you're disciplined, and if you apply yourself. So I'm just glad to be able to share with you all today and glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
All right. Danny, did you give out your number? We're going to get it again. Did you give out your contact information?
My contact information, you can reach me at my phone at 305-652-9393. Also, I have a webpage, DannyFelton.com. If you go to DannyFelton.com, we have the contact information there. Or I've even made it even simpler. For those of you that's tech savvy, you can go and text. You could text 63566 and put the word loan, L-O-A-N.
Wow.
It'll direct you directly to my
Nice.
contact. 63566 in your text, type in the word L-O-A-N. And I'll be right there to assist you.
We need that, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
He made it real simple.
Yes, he did.
All right. So, Jacqueline, since you were gone last show, I miss you. You can go first. I'm going to let you go
So
first.
let's talk about those low rates that's going on right now. Because people are buying, guys, like hotcakes and they say sausages sometimes. I don't know. I just had to throw that out there. But people are buying. So let's talk about those rates.
Well, I tell people, America's on sale,
Oh, wow.
Yes, I like
It's
that.
on sale.
I like that.
There's never been, I've been in the industry for some time, and this is the lowest that I've seen interest rates in a long time.
Right.
And so it has a duplicate effect in that it helps a buyer now be able to qualify for more home, right? And as well, those individuals that are in homes that had the higher interest rates, it's allowing them to refinance to a lower, shorter term to be able to reduce the interest that they're paying over time. So there's so many benefits in this economy right now as far as the interest rates is concerned that individuals should be able to tap into to make sure they're making strong decisions, because at the end of the day, I tell people banks are not in the business to take people homes. They're in the business to make money.
Right.
And they make money through interest.
Yes.
So if we could cut that interest down, we won't be paying for homes 3 times over. We'll be cutting down, paying more towards the principal, which will allow us to be home owners.
Yes.
Right. Danny, I like, excuse me, going back when you said that you've been in here a while, and how you still have that same passion to help people say that you can get from this point to this point to help them on those who said that they had no idea, no way possible that they
That's
could get a
awesome.
home. You know, and so when you think that you cannot get a home, and he also said America is on sale. You know, we need to capitalize off
Yes.
that. And some people who think they have bad credit, that they just cannot get a home or whatever their issue is, and they won't even apply for it. So maybe now you should just call Danny and have that conversation with him. No matter where you're at in your situation, it may be an opportunity for someone to say, hey, it's my time now, since America is on sale. You know, you can get an opportunity
I love
to
that.
get that American
is on
dream.
sale. America is on
It's
sale.
amazing how, we make sacrifices for everything,
Yes.
but home ownership should be a sacrifice. I always say either you're gonna pay your mortgage or you're gonna pay someone else's mortgage.
Yes.
And if we can make sacrifice to buy these, expensive items, we can invest in ourselves. And so when we
Yes.
buy real estate, what you're
Yes.
essentially doing is investing in yourself, because that property is going to pay you over and over and
And
over
over.
again. I mean, I see people
Wow.
today that have bought homes from me years ago, and they come to me and I share with them different strategies to pay their mortgage off early. And I had a guy to come in my office not long ago, and he said, Danny, man, I did just what you told me, and guess what? I just made my last mortgage payment.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
incredible,
Right.
and,
That's
so
amazing.
it just goes to show. And the interesting part about it, the house that he bought at the time has increased about 3 times.
Wow.
So that equity that he has gained has
Yes.
now put him in a position that if he needed $100,000 or a couple of, some dollars, he got that property that he can always tap into. It's like a bank account that you actually have possession of from the day you close.
Wow. Wow.
So, with that being said, can you elaborate a little on the difference between an FHA and a conventional mortgage, so people can know the difference and they can understand the difference of those two?
Yes. So basically, there's a couple of different things in regards to FHA and conventional. Conventional mortgages were designed initially where you will put 20% down, right?
Right.
And so you put 20% down. You had to have things in place, such as your income needed to be in place, your assets, your bank account needed to be, in order, as well as, your credit needed to be at a certain level. And so that was the traditional conforming, meaning it conformed to Fannie Mae guidelines. It conformed to Fannie Mae, which is the largest purchaser of mortgages. It conformed to their guidelines. However, they realized they were missing out on a lot of people.
Yes.
So they said, hey, you know what? We actually need to create a situation where, not everybody's in a position to put 20% down. We have some people, maybe they can put 5 or 10% or what have you. So they came up and they lowered, the down payment requirement, which at that point they said, hey, if we're going to lower the down payment requirement, you're going to guarantee our money. So you're going to have to provide us with this PMI, which stands for private mortgage insurance, right?
Yes.
And so, but you still have those same guidelines as far as the credit criteria, as far as, the employment criteria, as far as verifying your assets. So that's that conventional loan it's the traditional mortgage.
Okay.
However, the government says, hey, we're still missing out on some people. Because not everybody has all the money in the bank. They may need a gift from a family member, or not everyone is in a position that their credit is not at a 700 credit. They don't have a 750 or 800 credit score. FHA has credit. They have credit. They'll go down as low as a 580 credit score.
Wow. Did
In
you
some
guys
cases,
hear that? 580?
580, right? And so with that, it actually allows you to capture more people. You can get an FHA loan as low as a 580 credit score, and all of the money can come as a gift.
Wow.
That's amazing. So
It
you
is.
can actually even have a non-occupant co-borrower, meaning that you may have a family member that's, maybe your income is not enough to qualify for that home, but your mom or your dad may be willing to co-borrow with you, for an investment into yourself, not for that car. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll co-sign for the car. No, I need you to make a
They
big
want that
investment
car.
because invest in this house with me,
Yes.
Daddy, so I can actually create wealth.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's gonna pay me back. When I drive off the lot, the car looks nice and it's got all the bells and whistles, but the moment you drive off the lot, it depreciates.
Yes, it does.
in that house, it's
Yes.
gonna appreciate. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, Daddy, a year, 2 years from now, I'm gonna be able to refinance you out of this thing,
Wow.
and I'm gonna own this thing. But you help me. You know, you
Yes.
poured into me. So I can go on and on about it.
But we want you to.
No. I get passionate about that
Wait.
because it's a mindset. You know.
We're with you, and I'm over here. Normally, I'll jump in and interrupt and everything. No, we want you to keep going on
Yes.
because we need to hear this right here.
Yes,
we need
we
to
do.
understand that we don't know that Dad could co-sign as a borrower and not live elsewhere. So those are the things. That's why we're here today. That's why we do the Real on Real Estate Radio, so that we can educate our community and they
Yes.
can know, so that they can build wealth.
Right. So, and I thank you for having me. But another kind of to tap in, and it's a very important, a misconception in terms of FHA and conventional, is that a lot of people feel like conventional is better. But it's all about the person's individual situation.
Right.
FHA is cheaper for some people. Why do I say that? Because remember I said that the banks, they require you to have this private mortgage insurance. And so that private mortgage insurance is all based upon risk.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you can get a conventional mortgage, but if your credit is not there and there's certain, you're not putting as much down payment, the PMI is going to be expensive. Versus on an FHA loan, the mortgage insurance is throughout the life of the loan, but it's at a
Yes.
set number. So it will help your payment maybe become a lot lower, as well as it will help the down payment, which is on a FHA loan is only 3.5%.
Right.
Where in most conventional finance, you know, you have some loans with 3%, but the majority of them are 5% minimum. So it helps you with the down payment, and it's less expensive in terms of monthly if you are if you have a marginal situation as far as your credit and ratios and things along those lines.
So I have to get this in because this is going to be important for the community. Are there currently any down payment assistance programs out there that any of our people out there in the community could use to get some extra money to help them?
Woo! Woo! I could talk about this all day because I'm the money guy. Listen, y'all.
Hey,
Listen, I'm gonna find you some
hey.
money somewhere. So to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
Yes. But the sweeter part of it is you're able to stack this money, right?
Yes,
So
you
you
are.
got programs such as the Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust Program, right? Which covers Miami-Dade County. They cover from County Line Road to Florida City, from the alligators to the beaches, anywhere in there, right? You got that money, but then you also have
Wow.
entitlement cities like a North Miami, a City of Miami, a
Yes,
Miami
yes.
Gardens that also have down payment assistance. So you can use
That
day money and you can use
money.
county money. And then the county also has a program through PHCD. So there's so
Wow.
many down payment. I don't even want to get into it, but to answer your question, yes.
Yes.
But I'll say this. When you purchase a home, you're going to use somebody's money. You're
Yes.
going to use your money
Or somebody else.
or you're going to use other people's money. And I don't know about y'all. If I can get me some other people's money, right? I want to
That's
get it,
what I
take
wanna
advantage
use.
of it. That's it.
Other people money.
Wait, Jack.
And the market is on fire. Daddy, you done came with a whole lot today.
Wait, remember this here. OPM.
OPM.
Use other people's money. Then give your number out one more time.
Yes.
Because they need that. People
Yes.
want to know where they can get that money from. Is that money? He is the money man and he is the mortgage expert. And we're going to vouch for that. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Call him.
My number is 305-652-9393. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Feel free to call me. I have a team that's well qualified, well equipped, and we're going to walk you through this process. Nobody gets left out in this home mortgage process.
Wow.
Nobody.
Wow.
You heard that, guys?
Nobody
Nobody gets left out in this process.
Wow.
I like that.
Well, Danny, here's a question. Tell me, are you doing any jumbo loans right now during this time?
Jumbos are not.
Explain it and then answer the question.
So jumbos, when I talked about conforming loans, they have a limit in which they can actually go up to. So that limit, I believe, is like 517 or 425. It's in the 400 or 500 range, right? I don't have the number off top, but it depends on the county, right? So it's anything above that is considered a jumbo. So it doesn't fall into the conforming limit. However, it's above that. So a loan that's, let's just say, $580,000 or $600,000 or what have you, for a bank, that's a little more risk. So it falls into a different bucket in terms of, hey, you know what, the rate may be a little bit higher, the MI may be a little bit higher. So we're not seeing a lot of that. What people are winding up doing is they're doing what's called a combo. So they will do a first mortgage up to the conforming limit, which if it's $400 or $500, then they'll do a home equity line.
$500,000.
$400,000 or $500,000,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
Or they'll do a home equity line and do a combo. They'll do a home equity line of credit to help bridge that gap to purchase, the house at the price that it's at. And at that rate, doing it that way, sometimes you can eliminate the mortgage insurance.
Wow.
Because you'll get the conforming limit, you do that at 80%, and then you'll do the combo, the second mortgage to cover the difference.
So that's what they're doing right now
Yes.
during this time?
Yes.
Wow.
What about those student loans? How is that factored in? Because, most of our kids, and they're going to college or they went to college, and student loans, which they shouldn't even have them at this point, in my opinion, but, because I'm one of those people, but.
Well, I'll give you the good news and the not so good news.
Well, I have good news, so I'm good.
So talking about student loans, I'm gonna
Yes.
just chime in. I was reading in my meditation the other day a statistic that says over 6 million households did not make their rent or mortgage payment.
Wow.
And 26 million individuals missed their student loan payment in September.
Wow, 1 month, wow.
That's huge.
Wow.
And so this little statistic has a trickle-down effect for various reasons, because now it affects your credit. Your credit is your credibility. So one of the main things in the 4 C's that lenders look at when they're looking to qualify you, one of them is credit. And so now having this late payment on your credit report will impact your credit score,
Yes.
which now puts you in a different category.
Yes.
So when we talk about student loans, I will say this, student loans are, a lot of people, what's happening, they have what's called an income-based payment. So we're actually allowed to utilize that income-based payment, which is good.
Right.
Where before we used to
We
have to
couldn't
use,
use it.
right, we could
Right, I
not
remember
use it.
that. Mhm.
And so it was sort of like a penalty, if anything. You know what I mean? I went to school, I got a student loan, I've got my degree, I've got my job, but now because I can't pay this student loan right off, I'm being penalized, with 1% of the balance. So, or I'm being penalized with a $500 or $600 payment, which is allowing me not to be able to accomplish the American dream that I want, So now we're able to take that income-based payment.
Which is amazing.
Which is exactly amazing,
Yeah.
and factor that into the debt income ratio, which allows the borrower to now be
Yeah,
able to
because
purchase.
that helped me
Wow.
in purchasing in Atlanta, the income base. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is
Wow.
very important for people to know, to try to get their loans in the income base.
That's huge.
And with that being said,
Well, Jacqueline, I've been saying wow the whole time.
I know.
mean, a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Danny, our time is up.
Yes.
I can't believe it, but Danny promised online, live, that you are going to come back. We will work
I'll be
around
glad
your
to.
schedule.
I will be glad to.
Okay.
come
Wow,
back. I love
awesome
this.
information.
so
wow.
give them your contact information so we can close this out.
Go to DannyFelton.com, or you can call 305-652-9393, or you can text 63566. Type the word LOAN, loan,
Wow.
and that's your mortgage expert.
And I am Jacqueline Williams with the Real on Real Estate. You can reach me at 770-256-1080, or that's JacquelineSalesHomes@gmail.com.
And thank you all for joining us. I'm Dr. Karen Lewis. Contact information 954-248-9149. K1 Realty Group, thank you for joining the Real on Real Estate Radio. Have yourself a super, super day. And we are going to bring Danny Felton back, the mortgage expert. Gave us such good information, and we are signing off.
Thank you.
Awesome,
went quick.
awesome,
Yeah, it
awesome,
goes quick.
awesome,
It goes
awesome.
very quick.
Licensed real estate broker with K1 Realty Group. Join us.
It goes very
Oh, didn't it go?